I'm Veronique.
And I'm Silvia,
Welcome to the High Vibes and the Mind podcast.
where multicultural moms connect.
And she's like, yeah, I can only give you one drink. It's that's what the company, is asking us. If you would have asked me the Coke first and then the water, I would have given you the Coke and then I would give you the water. But because you asked me a water and a Coke, I cannot give you the Coke.
But why? Because the water would be like a bottle of water?
No, it's a glass of water. But that's 2 drinks. And that's 1 drink per passenger only.
Oh
So
my
because
God.
he didn't ask right now, I'm telling you it's crazy. I'm telling you. Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. This is Veronique and Silvia. How are you today?
Hi, doing good, Veronique. It's been a while, huh?
Oh my God, yes. It's been a while. So we took a little break. I went away on vacation. Silvia is leaving soon. So we're going to talk about vacation, the do and the don't, I guess.
Yes.
So I went to Costa Rica for 2 weeks. It was very nice. I was supposed to go somewhere else. It got cancelled. So at the last minute, I booked a flight vacation to Costa Rica. And like I was telling Sylvia, I didn't have a lot of choices for flights. So it was either leaving at 6 a.m. or leaving around midnight. We're not morning people at all. So I chose to take very late flights, thinking, the kids are going to sleep and everything. So it's going to be cool. And one thing I wasn't expecting. I don't even know if I told you the story, Silvia. Did I even tell you the story? I don't know if I texted you the
The
story.
the whole story,
Not
no.
not in detail, right?
No.
It only happens
You
to
just,
me anyway.
yeah, so I remember you say, like, I'm going to talk about it in the podcast.
Yes. So we were supposed to do San Francisco, Dallas, Costa Rica, and we arrived in Dallas. Everything was okay. I don't know if if you're already transited in Dallas. It's a huge airport. I don't know if you remember, if you've been there once. It's huge. And you know the little train we have in San Francisco to do different terminals? This one terminal takes like 15 minutes. It's
Oh.
gigantesque. It's crazy. So don't be late. So we take the train. It's okay. We're at the gate. We board. Everything is fine. We're happy. It's 10 p.m. So I'm like getting ready, take a big night. No, sorry. It's like 8 p.m. I'm ready to take a big nap. Supposed to arrive kind of late in Costa Rica, but it's okay. Been flying for an hour. We have only 2 hours left. My toddler, is starting to get, a bit drowsy. She's starting to fall asleep. And then the captain is like, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're very sorry, but there is a very bad weather in Costa Rica. We have to turn around the flight and go back to Dallas.
No way.
What?
That,
Excuse
yes.
me.
You did not tell me that at all.
Okay. I was like, what? And Pascal and I, we would look at each other, was like, what? No, seriously. WTF. And we're thinking, okay, we are cursed because the first vacation was canceled last minute. And now we're on the way to the second vacation and it's canceled again. We have to go around. I'm like, we're not supposed to go anywhere. We're supposed to stay home, right? So we turn around, go back to Dallas. By the time we arrive, it's like 10 p.m. So the only thing that's good with American Airlines, shout out to American Airlines, everything was ready on our phone. They booked the hotel. Everything was ready. By the time we landed, they already booked a hotel for us, and you just go there and sleep. And they already rebooked us back for the following morning at 8 a.m. The only thing though, we don't have our luggage.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
They said the luggage stay in the aircraft because it's the same aircraft you can take tomorrow. Same boarding pass, same people, nothing is going to change. But we cannot, remove your luggage, and put them back. So bye-bye. You're going to the hotel with the same clothes you're wearing right now. Sleep in it. No underwear, no toothbrush, nothing for my hair,
Gee,
nothing.
deodorant, or maybe if you keep it.
Deodorant, nothing. You sleep in there, and we couldn't even go in the airport to buy anything. Everything is already shut down. There's only like one freaking Pizza Hut open to have like a nasty dinner. And after, you go to the hotel. So we go to the hotel. So, I slept, in my underwear and t-shirt. Following morning, you have to put back the same clothes,
Yeah.
nothing, all dirty. You're at the airport. You're in line, doing the line and everything. It was a freaking mess. And then I told Pascal, listen, we cannot board like that. We have to go to Walgreens something and buy stuff. So went to Walgreens, we bought a toothbrush and deodorant and everything. So this is my first tip, okay, that I used to do before, and after I don't do it anymore. Always have a change in your,
Mm-hmm.
in your luggage, because that's what happened to you in Canada, right?
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
had,
And I was lucky that I had in my backpack, I had underwears, I had
oh my god,
like bras, I had all that stuff. And I had my little kit, like with a makeup kit, like brushing, the toothbrushing thing. I think that's the only way that I'm going to travel now too from now on. Have like that,
yeah,
all the essentials right there if you need it, like in a backpack or in
yes.
a bigger bag. Yeah, because.
And when we went to do some shopping, we bought those sorry, those little retractable toothbrush, really small.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep that always now, in my backpack or in my hand luggage, because I know, this is not the first time we don't have our luggage, when we arrive somewhere. So sorry. So yeah, so that's my first tip for you, guys. If you don't already do it, Silvia did it, and she was very wise to do it.
I was just
I never
lucky
thought.
though, because there was
Lucky,
no room
yeah.
in my suitcase, so I put it inside the backpack.
Ah,
But it
okay.
happened to be all the things I needed.
You were
Like
lucky
I was even on
because.
my it was like on my period. I know it's most of people are women anyway, and
So
I
yeah.
had like all the tampons and pads all in
Oh my
my
god.
backpack. Yeah,
All the
thank
essential,
God.
like you said. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I had nothing. So we go back to the same plane, and everything was okay. We traveled there, we arrived there, and it's a lovely country. I really love. So actually, it was like rainy season. I was a bit afraid of that. When we arrived, it was raining a lot. But we arrived, like middle of the afternoon. And actually, I think I prefer that, because last year we went to the Caribbean to Pascal's house, and I couldn't take it. I told you, remember the heat?
Mm-hmm.
That was really hard for me. And so, because it was raining season, so the heat season was over. And so what happened? So it was still very humid and hot. But because it rained a lot, during the night, so during the day it was actually very beautiful, and it wasn't that hot, that humid. It was actually like almost perfect,
Mm-hmm.
degrees for me. It was perfect. So I think if I want to go back, to Central America, I think June for me would be the right time,
Mm-hmm.
because the people over there were saying, oh yeah, in April it was really hot. I really like, we had several guides, and I really like the way they really know, every details of their country. Was really interesting. Telling a story from 1700 and stuff like that. Really
Yeah,
like it. Yeah, so it's a nice place to visit. The way back though.
the way back.
on the, on the way back. So so the flight to come back was at 11:59, leaving at 11:59. So we're like, okay, checking, you have to check out at noon. And so we stayed the whole afternoon, in the pool for my daughter, for the little one to get tired and everything. We stayed there until 6 p.m. Then we left for the airport. We were at the airport at 8. And I thought checking would open at least 3 hours before, right? opened 2 hours before. So 1 hour, we have to wait there. And she's like running back and forth, back and forth. I'm like, okay. Then finally, 9 p.m., we check in, receive a text from American Airlines. Your flight is delayed for an hour. So now you're leaving at 1 a.m.
It's just amazing. Like,
I'm going to kill somebody. I'm going to kill somebody. So that freaking flight didn't leave. So it was 1 hour late. Another tip, I will definitely tell people, and I did it last year, but I didn't do it this year. For those flights where you can't really, I don't know where I bought a ticket for my 2-year-old, like a seat for her because she sleeps on us. For those, those night flights, she doesn't want to sleep because she's not comfortable. She's not really comfortable. And I think, I saw that on Amazon, you can buy those little, it looks like a bed at the end. She can put her feet there, and at the end, it looks like, last year, I bought a little hammock that you put, that on the seat and on the front seat and the left and the seat behind you. So she slept in there, little hammock, was cool. But she's too big for that now. But if I had bought, something to cover the space between your legs and your seat, she could sleep there. So I would really recommend, if you have like a night flight with a kid that's less than 3, and they want to sleep in there like they're in their bed, something like that, because she would have stayed on her side for sure. Okay. So, you know what I mean? So we took that flight and go back to Dallas with 1 hour delay in that huge airport. So I go to, when they made the announcement, the flight is delayed for an hour. So I go at the desk and tell the lady in Costa Rica, I'm like, so what are the arrangements for people with a connection? Because obviously we're not going to make it, right? And she's like, no, you're going to make it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to make it. By the time we get out of the airplane, past security, then passport control, then take your freaking train, then you have to go back through security again. We're not going to make it. That takes almost an hour. We're not going to make it. She's like, yeah, you're going to make it because anyway, there's no more flight for the next 4 days after that. I'm like, excuse me? She's like, yeah, it's the 4th of July. It's the 4th of July weekend. So there's no flight after that. You're going to have to stay in Dallas. I'm like, girl, I'm not talking to you. So we took the plane. We arrived in Dallas. We have 35 minutes to do the whole thing. 40 minutes to do the whole thing. Never going to happen. And finally, so we're like running like crazy. Thank God we arrived like at 5 a.m. So there's nobody, at security. There's nobody at passport control. That was cool. But you have to pick up your luggage. I don't know if you remember that when you arrived at the first port of England. Pick up your luggage. Take your luggage, put them back, in another, somewhere else. Then you have to run through security again. And we took the line where the guy was on training. So he was like looking at everything. And there was a guy next to him saying, so you see, when you see something like that, it means that, So our line wasn't moving. And I see the other line like going very fast. And we stayed there like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, we're done. We're done. We missed the flight. That's it. We're done. And then I received a text from American Airlines saying our flight was 30 minutes delayed. Of
course.
That's the only thing that saved us, because after we had to take that train that takes 15 minutes, and we were the last. We arrived like huffing and puffing at the gate. I'm telling you. And I told the lady, oh my God, I'm so happy you're late. The flight
finally,
is delayed.
like being late was a good thing. Like, thank you for being late.
And she's like, you're the only person who said that today. So, and that flight was cool. My daughter, my little one, she was really tired with all of that. So she just slept the whole time, which was perfect. But I would recommend for sure, because that's what I'm going to do in the future. Always have a change in your hand luggage and a toothbrush and those little all those mini stuff they sell at Walgreens.
Yep.
Deodorant, all those mini stuff,
Mouthwash, those things. Like mouthwash or something.
face, all those things. And for the little one, if you have a red eye, those little puffy share or puffy, I don't know how to explain this, that you can put in the space between your legs and the share, and this way they can just sleep like they are in their bed, and they won't they won't need to sleep on you or anything like that, because it's really uncomfortable. Even if it's only for 3 hours, it can be
It's
very
still
uncomfortable.
yeah. It's like 3 hours
Right.
can be a long time.
Especially at that age, they're already big and they're heavy. It's not like having a baby anymore. So
yeah, that's uncomfortable. Oh boy,
so,
yeah. So it
that was exciting. So we came back dead. I tell you, it took me like 2 days to thank God it was a Sunday morning. One of my friends texted me. She's like, "Hey, if you want, you can come over, this afternoon." I'm like, "Girl, we're dead. We're not going anywhere." Thank you for the invite. Thank you for the invite, but no, not going to happen. And the day after, everybody was going to summer camp and daycare, so it was perfect. I just relaxed the whole morning, the whole Monday. So I have a question. Your flight so you're going to Ireland. For our listeners, they don't know. And so what time is that? Is it a red eye? Is it a regular flight?
No,
how are you going to manage this? Because
it's like
you have 3 kids.
Europe flight, right? It's like a 5:45 p.m., 11 hours.
Okay.
And you arrive in the morning there. So it's a night flight.
It's like a night flight also. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just it's like dinner time. I mean, we did it last time, and all of them, they were all fine. It was just me.
I was going to say, but you don't sleep.
Yeah, they do. Like they're like, especially now, like my youngest now, he likes if I give him a tablet, like on the plane, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
And then once he's tired and he's gonna watch the movies, they're all gonna watch movies or playing in tablets or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
It just I'm thinking like, how are you gonna like make that go faster? It's just making trying use the dinner time to like pass the time quickly. I don't know, because it takes forever, 11 hours. Ugh.
But now that they're big enough, you don't really have to check on them all the time. Why don't you take some the thing that make you sleep? Not a pill.
Oh, I will. I got something.
Oh, you did got something. Okay.
On Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, me personally, I sleep no problem on the flight. Pascal snores. There's no problem. But if you have issue, take something, because 11 hours, it's hell. I can't do that anymore. It's too much.
I know, it's such a long flight. I'm gonna read my book, and usually books make me sleepy, so I'm hoping that And I'm gonna bring this hydration drops or things that you put in the water. Like those freezy things that gets freezy water. Like vitamin C drops. Remember, like you drop in the water and it just dissolves.
Oh yeah.
Tablets, those things. So for hydration. Because last time I was so dehydrated, and then I had one drink there or two, and they don't offer water that much, or 3. And they don't. When it's already all the lights turned off. I think they passed one time with that freaking water. I was so thirsty. Which, by the way, I'm also gonna bring an extra bottle of water.
Yes, you should.
I think that definitely makes a difference. Can't count on these people coming they won't bring any. And I was so dehydrated. God, when we arrived in Ireland, I was with a headache, a migraine that lasted a good 3 days. Because, mixing alcohol, dehydration, lack of sleep, great.
Oh, yeah.
Great combination. So this time, no. I got those things that you mix in the water, so it hydrates 5 times more than regular water, something like that. That should help. Counting on that.
I always, because that happened to me once in a flight too, I thought I was going to pass out. I freaked out and I was dizzy. And since then, I always... so before you could bring your own water, right? After security, now you have to drink it before you go through security. So now if I have time, I always buy a bottle of water before I go in there, because it's either you have to wait on them, and when it's a night flight, they don't come after, certain time, they don't ask you. Or you have to get up and ask them all the time, can I have some water? Can I have some water? And it's a little drink. So talking about water... This flight attendant Of course, I was gonna have a fight with somebody, right?
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that one. I know I had a fight with someone, but I don't remember who.
On the plane.
So on the plane, no, I was like, first of all, she's way too old. She needs to retire. I'm sorry. I was
Mm-hmm.
looking at her and I was saying, Pascal, if the flight go down, is she going to be able to help us? Because that's their job. I wanted to be a
Mm-hmm.
flight attendant, so I know what it takes to be a flight attendant. And I'm like, her job is to open the freaking door, open the how you call that,
The
the slide,
emergency. Mm-hmm.
emergency slide, and help people to go down. And if we're in the water, she's supposed to help you, do something. She can't. She was like wearing in her not really a physical. No, she
Uh-huh.
wouldn't in Europe. She wouldn't pass it. That they would put her on the ground floor. So first of all, she's not fit, and so she's serving us the drinks and everything. And I'm in the middle, so I tell Pascal, it's really loud, they can't really hear you. So I tell
Mm-hmm.
Pascal, tell her to give me a water and a Coke, something like that. So Pascal is like, yeah, you're not gonna believe this, Silvia. American Airlines. And Pascal said, yeah, she's like a water and a Coke. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can only give you one. So he's like, excuse me? And she's like, yeah, I can only give you one drink. It's that's what the company, is asking us. The company, she's like, so if you would have asked me the Coke first and then the water, I would have given you the Coke and then I would give you the water. But because you asked me a water and a Coke, I cannot give you the Coke.
But why? Because the water would be like a bottle of water?
No, it's a glass of water. But that's two drinks. And that's one drink per passenger only.
Oh
So
my god.
because he didn't ask right now, I'm telling you it's crazy. I'm telling you it's crazy. Because he said she wants a Coke and a water. No, she
Because
wants a
it's
water and
usually
a
how you
Coke
order. Like you order like can I have like orange juice and water or like
and
coffee
water.
and water? Yeah.
But
But
exactly.
but you did
So
the
I can
opposite. Why did you change the order anyway?
like it matters. Give me my freaking Coke and a glass of water. So I cannot have a glass of water? Are you serious right now?
But
You
it's
refusing?
ridiculous. I can't believe that she said that. It's
So I look
insane.
at her, I don't even look at her. I thought, Pascal, can I have water, please? Tell her to give me water. So she gave me the water, and then she comes back, and after she's like, okay, I'm still gonna give you the Coke. I think she realized it was so stupid. Give me the
That's
freaking Coke.
insane. I thought like okay, if it's like a bottle of like I don't know, like the water like the Pellegrino water or something, like
Evian.
you get just one or the other, like whatever. Okay, but you get just regular water in a cup,
And
and
take
it's
take your
one or the
take your
other.
nasty crackers and peanuts back, please. I don't want it. Those are disgusting, by the way.
No,
Nobody
that's
wants it.
insane. But most importantly, how can you have all these stories every time you travel on planes? It's insane. I don't know, like every single. Can you have a normal flight where everybody acts normal and it's just like
Remember the last time, the one who wanted me to speak
yes.
English?
Oh yeah.
So for people who didn't get that, what episode was this? We should refer it. It was vacation, not from no vacation. I was in the Caribbean again. I came back,
Yeah,
and this
I got.
woman at security wanted. I'm in a French-speaking country, and she wants me to speak English, and she kept on
And
talking to me in English.
and you
And I
clearly
was
like it's not like you're with an American husband. Like he's also
exactly.
yeah. Everybody's like speaking French, and then she wanted
Everybody
to
speaks French,
speak
and
English.
she does too. By the way, her first language is French. First language is
You
not
can, of
English.
course, you can tell the accent too. Like you can tell they have an accent.
So that crazy.
Uh,
And now that one doesn't want to give me a glass of water. And by the
wow.
way, it wasn't only me. Another guy, because I heard her. Another guy, like two rows, like,
No, sir. Wrong order.
and I
Next
heard
time,
her saying,
please.
"No, sir, it's only one. Sorry."
Only
I don't know
one.
if American Airlines they have like tightening their budget or something. They have issues, or if it's
Yeah,
her.
because
I have no
well,
idea.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Even when going to
So
Canada, like it was all like water and this coffee and the drink and water, like everything always with water, whatever. Always like
this
water
is
always comes like together
You
with
get,
the other.
a drink, coffee, tea, whatever, wine, and a glass of water. This is the first time. This is the first time. Never happened to me before. This is the
Wow.
first time.
Can you imagine if they're gonna start doing that? I'm curious now. Like, I don't think Aer Lingus is gonna do any of that crap. But
No. European company, they're not going to do that unless they're really in trouble.
Yeah.
American Airlines, I'm not surprised. So anyway. So yeah, that was my
Oh,
story.
that was a good one to end the episode with.
Glass of
Water.
water.
Denied water.
Denied.
Like, no.
Denied water. My God. So yeah, ladies. So let's just remember, have a change, something for the baby to sleep, and only ask one drink.
Yeah. Don't you dare ask him for water.
And
Unless
if you have a
just
red
wanna
eye,
drink water.
take the. Is it? No, it's not melatonin. What is the name that you're gonna
Melatonin?
take? Melatonin is the thing for the sun, right?
No, melatonin is for sleep.
Oh, that's the one. Okay,
Mhm.
okay,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah. So yeah, I would recommend because I have a friend who take that. She said it really works. You never tried before? Is that gonna be your first time?
I did, and it didn't really help. But this time it's a lot different brand, something there on Amazon. I don't know. Let's see if it helps. Let's see.
Okay, let me know. Definitely.
Hopefully it will.
I can wait to have kids that age that I can just sleep and don't have to take care of them anymore in the flight. So sleep. Maybe in 2 years.
I mean, you can sleep and pass out, and the kids like need you to do stuff. So yeah,
Bothering everybody.
only when they're big enough that you can just have that. Like, see ya.
Yeah. Well, maybe on the next podcast you can tell us about your vacation when you come back because you're going away soon.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of stuff to tell us. Hopefully, no crazy story at the airport. Okay.
Yes, hopefully. Nice and
Nothing
smooth.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
and then 2 weddings that we're gonna attend. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot.
Yeah,
lot of
wedding is
stuff.
fun. Yeah, I love going to weddings.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel, our group. Also, we have a Facebook page, and also on Instagram. And if you can leave us a review on Apple Podcast.
Yes, please do so. Helps us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Bye. Take care.
Thank you for tuning in to High Vibes and a Mic. Until next time, laugh hard, stay silly, and never forget to bring your sense of humor. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.